breath, this is not this is.
You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home. 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 Oh, you can fit me inside the necklace you got when you were 16. Next to your heartbeat where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well, it's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. When I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone. Wait for me to come home. This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand, like the tide that ebbs and flows. Memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending, but I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bags, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, yeah. But all that mean nothing when I shut my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah. If you win it, put your lighters to the sky. How could all make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old Ben Franklin. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game. But instead I'm in the trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, caught up, get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle, Huncho and Post, Malone. I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone.
My mama call, see you on TV. Sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will die. Keep this love in its photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts were never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home. 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 Oh, you can fit me inside the necklace you got when you were 16, next to your heartbeat where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. When I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone. Wait for me to come home.
This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand, like the tide that ebbs and flows. Memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending, but I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the Clark High School class of 2018. It is the philosophy of the Clark County School District that commencement ceremonies be designed to honor graduates, their families, and their friends with dignity. The members of the class of 2018 respectfully request that parents, family members, and other guests refrain from unnecessary noise and disruptions during the graduation ceremony. It is the desire of the class that all graduates be honored equally and that all family and friends have the opportunity to hear their students be recognized. With this in mind, we ask your cooperation in maintaining order during the ceremony, especially during the presentation of diplomas. The administration, faculty, and staff share your pride in the accomplishments of these young people. We are proud to welcome you to this ceremony of honor dedicated to the class of 2018. It is now my honor to present the Ed W. Clark High School class of 2018.
afternoon. My name is Isaac Warren, and it was my honor to serve this year as your student body vice president. Will our guests please rise and welcome the Clark High School Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, Color Guard, for the presentation of the colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Shai-Marie de Guzman, our student body secretary. Gentlemen, remove your caps.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Color Guard, please retire the colors. Please be seated. Please welcome Senior Class Vice President Casey Bourne.
Good afternoon, excited students, proud parents, esteemed faculty, and honored guests. Welcome to Clark High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. Please join us in welcoming esteemed faculty that are joining us here today. Today we have special dignitaries, Mr. Kevin Child, Board of School Trustees, Mr. Pat Skorkowski, Clark County School District Superintendent, and Mr. Antonio Rael, School Associate Superintendent. Thank you for joining us here today. Now please welcome our principal, Ms. Pendleton.
Superintendent Skorkowski, when you started your career in the Clark County School District, we were rocking out to Bon Jovi and Van Halen. We carried pagers and cell phones the size of bricks, and our cameras had film. We wore leg warmers and big hair was in, the bigger the better, in fact. Students still wrote notes and called each other on home phones with the hopes that our friends had call waiting. A lot has changed, but the fundamental challenges in education are the same. And the graduating seniors from Clark High School's class of 2018 have reaped the benefits of your leadership. You have supported these seniors in multiple ways and always with a personal touch. You visited our school many times to recognize our accomplishments in music, We the People, the Teach Magnet, and our amazing advanced placement successes. You even called me once from the Egg and I to report a few seniors that had possibly ditched first period. That would never happen. You are a phenomenal and sensitive leader who always kept the children your #1 priority, and nothing brought you more joy than celebrating in their success. After our stunning orchestra performance at the Midwest Clinic in Chicago, you were the first person I contacted because I knew you would share in and celebrate my tremendous pride for these amazing young people. So today, we celebrate you. It is my honor to present you with the Black and Gold Award, the highest honor bestowed on an individual from Clark High School. So class of 2018, please join me in celebrating our retiring superintendent, Mr. Skorkowski. Now please welcome Valedictorian Sean Galanka.
About 9 months ago, I was diagnosed with a serious disease. It made me lethargic, killed my motivation, and even made me miss class. My struggle to overcome this disease was almost detrimental to my grades, and as the year advanced, it only became more difficult to fight. By the end of the year, all I wanted to do was stay at home and lay in bed. But I just barely managed to prevail. I, like all of you, managed to make it to the end of the year despite the unforgiving symptoms of my condition, and I have all of you to thank for that. See, we all endured this disease together. We survived a great many hardships because of the positivity spread throughout our school by each and every one of us. And now, today, I can say in good confidence that we've all conquered senioritis, a disease we have all suffered through, a disease that has taught all of us that no matter what hardships we face, we can still achieve our goals. Now please welcome Valedictorian Stefan Tomov.
I was born in Bulgaria, a small nation in Eastern Europe. In this building, we have students representing countries from all around the world, speaking over 50 different languages. For anyone who may not know, Clark can be described with one word: diversity. 4 years ago, despite this diversity, we walked into this school as scared freshmen lacking a distinct identity. We thought hopping on the bandwagon was all the rage and tried to fit in. Well, this didn't work for me. And it really didn't work for almost any of us. Over the years, we not only grew physically, but also learned who we really are. Trends may be trends, but it was more important to us to stay true to ourselves. I may not know all of you, but I do know everyone here has a unique story that has helped shape themselves and Clark. Just like everyone else, I am proud to be a Clark Charger. But I'm even more proud to be Stefan Stefanov Tomov, a Chinese-learning, cello-playing, food-loving Bulgarian. Thank you. Now please welcome Valedictorian Akash Shah.
At the start of each year, we received a map of Clark, yet we never learned where we were going. As naive freshmen, we used that map to get through the 200 hallways and still got lost. As wiser sophomores, we stopped to ask for help in the 200 hallways and still got lost. As cocky juniors, we chuckled at all of the underclassmen trying to navigate the 200 hallways and still got lost. As experienced seniors, we finally realized to just stop taking classes in the 200 hallways. Class of 2018, whether we know it or not, our time at Clark has given us the map for our future. Through the last 4 years, each of us has been able to develop a plan, our roadmap. The countless nights we stayed up to complete a project, the advice of our parents and counselors, and the lessons of our teachers have provided us the tools to make our own map. The only thing we need to get to our destination is courage. The only thing we won't have the courage to do is find room 213. Now please welcome Valedictorian Alicia Yee.
Today, I feel so grateful for those who believed in me more than I believed in myself. This journey up to this stage was not always a comforting narrative. There were many times when vulnerability and doubt felt like habits that went on too long. Times when the word struggle felt louder than the word hope. Thank you to the people who helped me find strength during those warped times, the special teachers and mentors, generous friends, and forgiving family. And I'll never forget the special havens at Clark, the people, the orchestra room, the track field that provided warmth when I felt worn. After today, when we descend from the stage and separate, we're no longer young. We will grow into consciousness and at the same time confront situations that will leave us raw. However, remember this. There will be people who will believe in us, havens that we will cherish. With them and through them, this is how we will lose our doubt. We will fight on like the Clark song. Now please welcome Valedictorian Jay Desai.
I am truly grateful to Clark High School. It has not only given us an impeccable education, but something of far greater value, Clark has taught us essential life skills, such as how to finish a 20-page research report not the night before it's due, but the period before it's due. How to become immune to sleepiness. How to dodge pigeons in the cafeteria like expert ninjas. And of course, how to masterfully predict which periods of the day will be subject to those dreadful tardy lockouts. Now, jokes aside, Clark High School has helped us all evolve as people and has really drilled in the skills of teamwork, diligence, discipline, and impromptu homework completion into all of us. While the knowledge we have gained at Clark over our years may fade over time, these skills that have been hammered into us since day one will give us the edge that we need to succeed not only in college, but also in life. Best of luck, class of 2018. Now please welcome valedictorian Jabin Song.
Waking up early in the morning always gave me mixed feelings. I would leave the comfort of my dreams and attempt to struggle from the entanglement of bedsheets, only to enter an even greater maze that all of us students at Clark know by name. I step out into the flurry or fury of Las Vegas weather just to storm into the hurricane of assignments and tests within the eyes of our classes. However, with each draft, sneaking past the doors of our hallways welcomes the cherished memories of our friends, teachers, and counselors supporting us throughout the years. Each blistering ray of sun piercing through the hundreds hallways windows is met with the promise of relief from boba and frappes with special toppings provided from our friends, advice, laughter, and compassion. Allow these sweet treats in life to melt away your struggles and shine away your fears. For as we move from our second home into the second part of our lives, always remember to focus on the positive parts of our situations, as those count most in times of need. Never forget your ambition, your purpose, your friends and advisors who molded you into who you are today. For together, we all shine brighter and brighter than the oncoming summer sun. Now please welcome valedictorian Yu Choi.
Let me be honest with you. Learning English was extremely difficult for me. All these words that I still cannot pronounce, especially those with R's and L's. I definitely took a lot of L's in my English class over the years trying to pronounce certain words. It has been 8 years since I first set foot in this country, leaving my home behind. Back then, I didn't understand why I had to leave my family and friends. I was terrified of people who looked different and spoke a foreign language. That was my tribulation. Every one of us who stand before our parents today has overcome their trials. Whether that meant studying for a math test or standing in front of the mirror for a few hours trying to pronounce certain words, we all invested substantial amount of time and effort to come this far. These caps and gowns we wear today symbolize our accomplishment, both of great effort and sacrifice. I am sure far more difficult obstacles await us in the future, but let us continue to strive to improve ourselves. Thank you. Now please welcome valedictorian Noah Kale.
As the class of 2018 joins the long history of alumni, let us pause for a moment of celebration and reflection. We each had something to contribute to Clark. To illustrate this, I will employ the analogy of pencil making. As you listen, ponder the complex origins of the pencil. Portrayed in I Pencil by Leonard Reed, the pencil undergoes various refinements. First, the pencil starts off as a tree hewn down by a logger. The log is then transported to a sawmill where it's processed into wood. The wood is then shipped again to a manufacturing plant where factory workers combine varied factors of production to produce a pencil. In his concluding thoughts, Reed attributes, an even more extraordinary miracle has been added: the configuration of creative human energies, millions of tiny know-hows, configurating naturally and spontaneously in response to human necessity. Classmates, I stand to tell you that we are the loggers, the truckers, the factory workers, the engineers, and the CEOs. We each had something unique to give. Thank you. Now please welcome Senior Class Secretary Genevieve Bonnet.
This afternoon, senior members of Clark's outstanding choral group Chanteurs will share their talents with us. Conducted by senior Joe Thomas and accompanied by Robert West, with a solo by Reese Kreider, they will be performing Letting Go from Jekyll and Hyde by Leslie Percuse and Frank Wildhorn and arranged by Mac Huff. Please welcome our senior vocalists.
Letting go when the day comes that I must say goodbye to you. It's the last thing in life I'll ever want to do. I know it has to be, but it's so hard for me. Letting go, facing up to the truth that it is time to part, giving way to the day that they will break my heart. It's not a thing I choose, doing I have to. Letting going on in my life into the time to come, day by day, page by page, sure of what I've become. But then you always knew that's what I had to do. For I know the only way to grow is just by letting go. Letting go. When the time comes, I know I shall return someday. But till then, this is when I have to find my way. It's a fact of life, though it isn't fair. There will always be all the love we share. Still the hardest thing is letting go.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Now please welcome valedictorian Amy Wang.
For the past 4 years, I've fought for this moment because I don't look good in the color yellow. I have learned to pull formulas out of thin air, ramble profoundly about nothing, and keep a 4.0, just so I could wear this gown as the final emblem of my high school career. Trivial? Sure, but it's about the principle. Despite all the tests, all the essays, and my inherently lethargic nature, I stand before you today because I was motivated by the stringency of my beliefs. It also didn't hurt the white robe was free and I'm cheap. Nevertheless, both these motivations just go to show that whether you are inspired by a desire to milk minor inconveniences or a need to change the world, you should never lose sight of the principles that drive you. In the end, this is what pushes us to go for the gold, or I guess in my case, the white. Thank you. Now please welcome valedictorian Benjamin Blomquist.
1,972,800 minutes is how long we took to finish the marathon that we dived into on August 25th, 2014. Although captain of Clark's swim team, I can barely handle swimming 500 yards, which takes about 5 minutes. So this race was just exhausting. I know there are moments in it for every one of you, including myself, where we just wanted to give up. We didn't though, because in one way or another, we all took that smart advice from Dory in Finding Nemo to just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I'll leave that advice with you, class of 2018, as we dive into the race of life with colleges, families, and jobs. Just keep swimming, no matter how hard it may seem, and make a splash in the world. Now please welcome Valedictorian Musi Germain.
Throughout our lives, obstacles are faced, with the most recent being graduation. Countless hours were invested in clubs, practice, and homework, and many mistakes were made. But with the collective aid of family, friends, and staff, we were able to overcome it. Be proud, we've earned it. Now we're wondering, what now? We have been so focused on graduating, we have forgotten there's so much more to life. The world can appear so big as we grapple to find our place in it. But don't let that stop us from finding prosperity. We've already completed a big goal in our life. What will stop us from completing more? Take chances, experience new things, and live life to the fullest. As Einstein once said, life is like a bike. To keep balance, you must keep moving forward. Now please welcome Valedictorian Michael Pasimio.
When I was 6 years old, my dad used to call me the dumbest smart kid he knew. I would put my Fruit Loops in the microwave, stick a fork in an outlet, and win a math competition all in the span of one day. In high school, my friends called me by the same name. From playing Lil Pump on the classroom speakers, to ringing an air horn to go off when my friend started his car, I was always do things a smart person wouldn't do. Fortunately, high school gave me the courage to define who I am. Everyone assumed that if I was smart inside the classroom, then I had to be smart outside the classroom. But when people expected me to be smart, to be intelligent, I turned around and showed them just how dumb I could be. Class of 2018, other people might call you dumb. They might call you crazy. They might call you naive or immature. But no matter what they say, don't listen. Go and live life. Be dumb, be smart, be funny, be kind, but most of all, be yourself and be proud. Now please welcome Valedictorian Justin Ong.
On my first day of ceramics, Mr. Drell told us we had to make a clay bowl. Hearing this, I spent the next hour and a half sculpting this perfect, hand-sized masterpiece. But after everyone finished, he told us to smash them and said, sometimes the clay won't mold into what you envisioned, but you just need to not give up and try again. Admittedly, I was a little frustrated, but I later realized the truth of this statement in not only his class, but in life. I believe that is why we're all here today. Because once we met the hardships, failures, and heartbreaks in life, we didn't give up or quit. We tried again and again and again until we reached where we are today. We have molded each setback into success, each late night study session into a good grade, each struggle from our past 4 years into graduation. So, class of 2018, remember that the clay of life doesn't always start out as a masterpiece. It is up to you to make it one. Now please welcome Valedictorian Aaron Kuo.
I'd like to begin by thanking my friends Sean Reddy and Brian Baca for opening my eyes to the painting of existence through fountain pens. In a sea of blue and black inks, chargers, we are the invigorating shades of turquoise and fuchsia that stand out above the rest. After 4 years, we're ready to mix in with the several shades of society and breathe color into the future. As the Holstein Manifesto says, this is your life. Do what you love and do it often. Whether it be moving on after the people you once called friends turned their backs when you needed them most, or stepping out of a pit of dejection after being rejected, don't dwell on the strife and tribulations we've carried on our shoulders. Instead, look back on the memories of jubilation that we plan to treasure for years to come. After all, muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. Don't let others dictate how you choose to live your life. Now let us continue on to the next chapter of our lives, leaving our marks of varying hues as we walk the paper of life. Now please welcome Valedictorian Jungin Oh.
I want to start off my speech by thanking my parents and sister for always being there, even through the tough times, and to Ms. Ballesteros for being a vegan enthusiast who somehow manages to have a cheat meal every day, and also for being my math teacher for 4 out of the 3 years. Maybe she should have taught me fractions a little better. Now, class of 2018, I want to leave you with one last message, and it's that we're just like Twinkies. Just kidding. But metaphorically speaking, we're just like Twinkies. Twinkies are able to stay fresh and never expire, even through an atomic bomb. Just like how we were able to survive something equally as impactful, high school. And I hope that as we move on throughout life, we do not lose this resilience no matter what adversity we're faced with. Furthermore, I think it's only right that I end my speech with a thank you to the best class Clark has ever had. Class of 2018, the friendships and memories we've created will last even through an atomic bomb. Now please welcome Valedictorian Nikolai Chernakiev.
We are graduating from what is essentially the tutorial of life. Mercifully, it's a one-time experience. And while the technical knowledge we gained can be questionable, the skills that came with it will stay with us like an unexcused absence. By repeatedly cramming a week's worth of work in a single night and focusing mainly on the pun and punctual, we gained a robust work ethic and learned how to deal with levels of stress that would crush mere mortals. By being surrounded by hundreds of equally clever peers and constantly overloaded with assignments, we learned the virtues of collaboration and teamwork, as well as the many forms it can take, both the official ones and those less so. Went from tiny, nervous middle schoolers to slightly larger, semi-functioning adults who can probably survive in college or also without resulting in complete disaster. Good job, but there's always more to achieve. So good luck, live long and prosper. Now please welcome Senior Class Treasurer, Kirsty Lane.
This afternoon, senior members of Clark's exceptional and award-winning band and orchestra will share their talents with us. Under the direction of Dr. Charles Cushionary and Mr. Jeff Lakoff, they will be performing a piece from The Greatest Showman titled A Million Dreams by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, arranged by Cushionary. Please welcome our senior musicians. Thank you, band and orchestra, for that exceptional performance. Now please welcome valedictorian Andrew Wang.
Four years ago, I walked into this school with a bowl cut and a dream, trying to find who I was and ready to bring sexy back. And though I undoubtedly ushered in a new era of charisma, Clark ultimately allowed me to find my own style. Each of us came in freshman year unsure of what the future would be and ready to explore. As we moved from style to style, suffering through every bad hair day, bad hair month, or in my case, bad hair year, we eventually found our individuality, and Clark gave us a platform to pursue our own styles. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, confident in our quirkiness and ready to change the world in our own special way. Remember, whether you have a bowl cut, mohawk, ponytails, or anything beyond, let the bad hair days give you strength and let your own style show. So be yourself. It's the new cool. Because in the words of Taylor Swift, we never go out of style. Now please welcome valedictorian Krish Parikh.
I still remember the first day of freshman year when I walked into the cafeteria late for lunch. I ended up standing, chairless, cursing my luck that my only friends from middle school had the next lunch. The following day, I found a chair and a table, but soon fell victim to the senior surround, a methodical process where a group of seniors overtake and ultimately commandeer your much sought-after table, leaving you awkwardly dazed and tableless yet again. I think that most people have similar experiences with starting something new and feeling uncomfortable at first. But our parents and teachers are fond of reciting the mantra, "It gets better." I'm still waiting. But in all seriousness, if we believe in ourselves and stick with it, it will get better. Maybe not easier. It is inevitable that we will all have obstacles and bumps in our path to success. Ultimately, what truly defines us is how we rise above these struggles and overcome the adversity we face. And it's through this perseverance that we each find our seat at the table. Now please welcome valedictorian Yihan Kim.
Every year, I sat in my new math class and wondered, why did I decide to take the hardest course offered? From previous years, I knew that it was going to be difficult, and I knew I'd regret signing up for it. But I stupidly forgot those regrets every March when teachers recommended next year's course load. This year, I faced many failures and rejections that brought nothing more than stress. What Clark truly taught me was not about living my dreams or how to make a difference in the world. What I really learned was how to reflect, what my flaws were, and mindsets that I could apply to become happier. While filling out my college applications, I found myself dwelling in the past and wondering what I would have, could have, and should have done. When I told my friends and other adults, they told me there is nothing more useless than contemplating about what has already passed. So don't let your mistakes and failures consume you. Do not let the fragments of your faults stop you from being who you are and who you will become. Thank you. Now please welcome valedictorian Vincent Pan.
I've always thought that my mathematics skills would help me through any numerical challenge, but nothing prepared me for the labyrinth of confusing numbers that was the 200s hallway. Since freshman year, we have been challenged to grow out of our comfort zones. Through 4 years of complex courses, comprehensive clubs, and compassionate celebrations, we have all learned what it truly means to respect the sea. Today, we will enter a tougher challenge, a 2000s hallway filled with hundreds of twists and turns. As you try to find your way through this new maze, remember one thing. New challenges may arise, but never stop improving. You may be confused, but the journey of exploration will help create your future. Class of 2018, it is our time to make a name for ourselves. Charge ahead and never be stopped, because you will find your way. Now please welcome valedictorian Anish Devadi.
Although we come from all around the world, from different walks of life, there's just something undeniable about the human experiences we share. For example, no matter who we are or where we come from, I'm sure we've all experienced the indescribable fear when we open our phones and see 5 missed calls from our moms. Or perhaps we've all binge-watched Netflix until it concerningly asked us, "Are you still there?" Or we post that thing on our Snapchat story so that one person can see it. But of course, they never do. Now look, we also have our own individual tendencies that make us special. On the one hand, I'm that nerdy kid who's memorized the first 20 digits of pi, who can just as easily name the 3 Migos. And at the end of the day, it's these quirks plus our shared experiences that bring us together and allow us to face this messy, complex, challenging world head on. In the words of rapper Dizzy Wright, teamwork make the dream work. You're all in when that dream work. Thank you. Now please welcome Valedictorian James Bridges.
Gratitude is defined as the quality or feeling of being thankful. I stand here today as an athlete, a student, a son, a brother, and a friend. And after 4 long years at Clark, the best word I can use to describe my experience is gratitude. Gratitude towards my family, my coaches, the administration and staff for the time they put into providing countless opportunities for my success. But most of all, I'm grateful to my parents for holding me to the highest of standards and expecting nothing less than pure excellence. I know for each and every one of the students here today that there is something or someone that they too can be grateful for. Whether it be teachers, fellow students, or even just a class, Clark has had an undeniable impact on all of our lives. So here we are, graduates of the class of 2018. Finished, done, grateful. The memories are too numerous to count, so instead, I look forward to the next chapter, understanding wholeheartedly that the more difficult the road, the more beautiful the destination. Thank you. Go Knights, go. Now please welcome Valedictorian Montessori Desai.
The limit of x over the absolute value of x as x approaches 0 does not exist. This expression of mathematical ingenuity tells me that since the right and left-hand limits approach different values, there's no prescribed definition of the limit as x approaches 0. Likewise, amidst diverging trains of thought, I seek to understand everything in hopes to discover myself along the way. Limitlessness pervades my world. Clark High School, an oasis of scholarship, has nurtured my limitless educational pursuits and most importantly strengthened my public voice. Amongst times that in many ways defy explanation, the Charter spirit reminds us that we have to be the individuals who are willing to challenge all explanations in order to kindle change. March 14th, 2018, nearly 500 Clark High School students unified on our football field for 17 minutes of silence to remember the victims of the Parkland shooting. And on that day as students, we found our voice. At Clark, we are bound by the cohesiveness of our education, which as a youthful community increases our tolerance for ideas and fosters empathy in our societal relationships. I have lived all my life in Las Vegas, a city that has woven threads of compassion and understanding within me. Living in a tourist hub where many never settle, I have perhaps oddly at Clark found a refreshing sense of stability. The chaotic uproar of my school hallways has become a sanctuary for shaking hands with the unknown. I rest in the satiety of learning, for as the Charter spirit reminds us, the limits to understanding our world and ourselves within it simply do not exist. Now please welcome Honors Academy Representative Mary Rivera.
Hey everyone! It must be surprising to catch me outside of the library wearing a dress instead of sweatpants. And yet here I am. Developing in such a diversely populated school has prepared me for what is to come. This experience has been unexpected, but what I've gained is something that has changed my life in the most glorious way. In fact, this year's yearbook brought to light the diversity that burst through the halls of Clark. I'm not only referring to different ethnicities and perspectives, but also the diversity of opportunity, which earned me the chance to speak with you today. Through Honors Academy, we got involved with our community, an action that impacted me and my peers immensely. Leading Honors Academy, yearbook, and being a member of NTHS, all while working nights has been stressful, but it all amounted to the appreciation of the sublime power of diversity. I'm moving on to greater challenges in an unpredictable and ever-changing society, but this will always be my home. The home that changed me for the better, the home that showed me the beauty of diversity, the home that will forever be in my heart. Thank you. Now please welcome your student body president, Emily Russell.
I think we can all agree that as incoming freshmen to Clark High School, graduation was only a distant thought that would happen after the 4 longest years of our lives, waking up early and rushing to beat the clock before the tardy lockout announcement. Looking back as seniors on our graduation day, these 4 years have flashed by and are now only irreplaceable memories. Penwood Avenue will always be a home where we will remember moments with friends, standing in line at the banker, and bleeding black and gold with Charger spirit. These 4 years have been strenuous, filled with academic and social obstacles, but have allowed us all to grow, becoming the strong-minded people we are today. While Clark High School appears to just be another old building, its uniqueness comes from its diverse set of students, teachers, and staff. As we leave here today and go our separate ways, remember the people that pushed you to never give up and constantly supported you through the good and not so good times. Class of 2018, remember, once a Charger, always a Charger. Thank you. Now please welcome Student Body Treasurer, Eliza Spilsbury.
Good afternoon, friends and family. It is such an honor that I get to introduce the most awe-inspiring woman at Clark. This individual is the backbone of our incredible institution and is always overflowing with passion, support, and dedication for Clark and its students. Please help me give a Charger-strong welcome to our wonderful principal, Ms. Jill Pendleton.
There is an intensity in light that shines in darkness. There is an intensity in strong and energetic life. There is an intensity in you, class of 2018. You bring intensity and strength to everything you do. Today, there are 632 graduating seniors in this arena. But you are one graduating class. And today you are all experiencing a great deal of hope. But I also know that sometimes you feel despair. Your year began on a dark night when 58 lights were extinguished. And there followed other dark events which threatened to fracture your senior year. Yet your strength, your vitality, the genius of your light, you would not allow to be hidden away. After the Parkland shooting in February, you came to me with one voice and said, "Let us speak. We are the youth. We will stand up and we will change the world." So on March 14th, you walked out in a silent protest that spoke with that one single voice. Class of 2018, I have loved the intensity and the light that you have brought to your 4 years. And today, we celebrate your extraordinary accomplishments. You are represented by 23 valedictorians, 23 National Merit Scholars, 34 AP Capstone Diploma recipients, and you have also 2 Presidential Scholars. Collectively, you have earned over $20 million in scholarships, and you will grace the hallways of such prestigious institutions as Harvard, Stanford, Cornell, Georgetown, Penn, Vanderbilt, Berkeley, USC, and UCLA. Although the experience of these 4 years is unique to each of you, there are things that you share. 4 years of love and heartbreak, friendships gained and friendships lost, victories and defeats, Arville and Penwood, black and gold. But the most significant is the fact that you are all equal in this moment. You are one. When you walk across this stage today, all paths are wide open, and you will leave here forever a Clark Charger who learned to fight on. There will be times of sadness, but you will be strong. There will be times you will be impatient with society, but you will stand up and change the world. There will be dark times, but you will shine your light. There will be times of failure, but that's not today. Today, you are young, you are strong, you are smart, you are powerful, you are leaders, you are thinkers, you are a light that shines for everyone. Today, you are one. Class of 2018, you have made a lasting impact on the Clark High School community, and your commitment to each other and to excellence will forever be remembered. I am grateful to have shared in your education, your successes, and to have been caught up in your amazing spirit. May you never forget this spirit, and may you never forget that you're a Clark Charger who taught us what it means to respect the sea. It has been my greatest honor and privilege to be your principal for these last 4 years. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Trustee Child, the students sitting before you have met the credit requirements prescribed by the Board of School Trustees of the Clark County School District and the Nevada Department of Education. It is my great honor and privilege to present to you the Clark High School class of 2018. It is now my pleasure to introduce Trustee Child, member of the Clark County School District Board of Trustees.
Welcome, family, friends, admin, teachers, support staff, and of course, the 2018 students of Clark High School. Before I accept the class of 2018, I'd like to leave you with a little life quotes. Happiness doesn't depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. When you change your words, you will change the world. You can't have roots if you want wings. You'll never become a failure until you quit or blame somebody else. Just changing one habit in life will change your life in a big way. What you focus on will expand, so focus on greatness. The past wasn't designed to be held on to. It was designed to learn from. Victims let life happen to them. Responsible people make life happen. To get in shape, you must get on the treadmill. The treadmill will not get on you. And whenever you're public speaking, remember the 3 B's. Be brilliant, be brief, be gone. So are you ready, Chargers? On behalf of the Clark County School District Board of Trustees, I now accept the class of 2018 Clark Chargers. Congratulations. Once a Charger?
Benjamin Blomquist.
Manashri Desai.
James Bridges.
Ihan Kim.
Noah Cahill.
Amy Wang.
Yu Choi.
Alicia Yi.
Jay Desai.
Genevieve Bonet.
Anish Davadi.
Casey Bourne.
Musi Germain.
Kirsty Lennon.
Sean Galanka.
Sheila Malley.
Aaron Quo.
Mary Rivera.
Chris O.
Emily Russell.
Justin Ong.
Eliza Spilsbury.
Vincent Pan.
Liseth Abad Coeto.
Krish Parikh.
Valerie Adame.
Michael Pasimio.
Laura Aguillon Guerra.
Akash Shah.
Jara Aguirre Correa.
Jabin Song.
Denise Alfaro.
Stefan Tomov.
Tiba Aljarani.
Nikolai Trinakiev.
Evelyn Alvarez.
Andrew Wang.
Macandente Amon.
Shira May de Guzman.
Tori Williams.
Isaac Bruce Warren.
Keisha May Ankaya.
Alexander Estebes.
Liliana Arceo.
Justin Aguilar.
Carrie Arellanes.
Alberto Aguirre.
Gabriela Arias Vargas.
Javier Aguirre.
Esenin Asaichi.
Angel Alcala Sanchez.
Caitlin Avila.
Nick Alejo Roa.
Rose Avila Sandoval.
Alex Alfaro.
Chloe Axis.
George Alwayak.
Maria Hannah Bianca Baisa.
Lucian Allen.
Rachel Barba.
Israel Alvarez.
Viviana Barrios.
Julio Alvarez.
Erica Bill.
Alex Antonio Martinez.
Salam Bexisa.
Francisco Ardon Castellanos.
Itzel Bibiano.
Jorge Erismendi.
Essence Brinson.
Michael Armas.
Talia Broderdorf.
Santos Armas.
Delana Brooks.
Amilcar Ayala.
Alicia Burns.
Anthony I. Vargas.
Chanel Chow.
Nico Babylonia.
Natalie Carvajal Diaz.
Jaime Barriga.
Diana Carvajal Marcelino.
Edson Bermejo.
Leslie Cardenas Munoz.
Michael John Burnaby.
Jennifer Carrillo Rodriguez.
Trenton Bishke.
Amber Castillo.
Maverick Blodgett.
Denise Castle.
Sebastian Borg.
Karina Sedeno.
Ryan Brandani.
Alyssa Chang.
Jeremy David Briones.
Joanna Chen.
Tyreek Burton.
Blaine Charu.
Jesus Bustos Ramirez.
Jennifer Cisneros.
Klein Busuego.
Taylor Clark.
Xavier Bird.
Murray Coleman.
Dario Cabrera.
Crystal Coronado.
Victor Calderon.
Genesis Cotox.
Bren Camacho.
Chiara Crawford,
Francisco Camino,
Elsie Cubas Obregon,
John Cow,
Brianna Serlanes,
Roque Carmona,
Karen Dang,
Diego Alejandro Cara Parada,
Jordan Danner Jones,
Kevin Carrasco,
Gabrielle DeBellin,
Alejandro Castaneda,
Crystal Diaz,
Josue Castellanos,
Yahaira Yanet Diaz,
Julian Castro Carrera,
Carmelin Damano,
Dylan Casares,
Fan Dong,
Linus Treheviches,
Lee Dong,
Michael Chase,
Savannah Elmore,
Miguel Chino Ohendis,
Maria Escobar,
Josue Chuk,
Ivana Escobedo,
Yik Choi,
Ebony Esguerra,
Simon Chung,
Valeria Espinosa,
Aaron Collins,
Abril Espinosa Gutierrez,
Ramon Collins,
Alejandra Esquivel,
Juan Jesus Contreras Murillo,
Mariana Evans,
Fernando Cruz,
Brittany Fagata,
Nestor Cruz Escobar,
Sandra Felipe,
Rain Sun Kunanen,
Isis Flores,
Hugo Dam,
Sandra Flores Torres,
Robert Davila,
Daisy Flores Tapia,
Kentrell Dawson,
Autumn Flowers,
Derek Dialli,
Sylvia Fonserrada Garcia,
Ryan Dean,
Sherlyn Gabrilo,
Ociel Delau,
Berenice Garcia,
Anthony De Leon,
Sonia Garcia,
Wesley Diana,
Viviana Garcia,
Jonathan Diaz Ibarra,
Cielo Garcia Godinez,
Alexander Dickerson,
Patricia Garcia Myers,
Kennedy Easley,
Ileana Giron,
Ronaldo Echeverria,
Zulema Gomez Sanchez,
Alejandro Encinas,
Gabriela Gonzalez,
Espin Escobar,
Aveline Gonzalez,
Josue Escobar,
Cassandra Gonzalez,
Ivan Esparza,
Karen Gonzalez Arias,
Sergio Esparza,
Jacqueline Gonzalez Blanco,
Francisco Espinosa Gutierrez,
Skylar Goodall,
Javier Esquivias,
Tyjanae Graham,
Ismael Estrada Molina,
Alexis Green,
Kevin Loki Barajas,
Jasmine Green,
Martin Evtimov,
Stephanie Guardado,
Michael Filipovich,
Ana Gutierrez Gonzalez,
Brian Flores Rodriguez,
Maria Gutierrez Gonzalez,
Adam Forbes,
Birket Hailu,
Noah Kiani Fuller,
Brittany Hancock,
John Flores Gassis,
Brianna Hansen,
Manuel Garzas,
Sarah Hansen,
Victor Garcia,
Ying He,
William Garcia,
Yu Chen He,
Omar Garcia Aguilar,
Janelle Henneman,
Zachary Garner,
Guadalupe Herrera,
Caleb Gebermesco,
Yulisa Hidalgo Villatoro,
Solomon Gla,
Kathy Hudgens,
John Gomez,
Jacqueline Huerta Rodriguez,
David Gonzalez,
Crystal Huerta Minuez,
Nathan Javier Gonzalez,
Jasmine Monet Hunter,
Raymond Gonzalez,
Lillian Quinn,
Daniel Gonzalez Martinez.
Hifsa Imran,
Jayangelo Hall.
Chumran In,
Benjamin Hand.
Ajay Jackson,
Hansang Hee.
Janae Jackson,
Edward Here.
Ria Jackson,
Nicholas Henderson.
Unique Jackson,
Christopher Hernandez.
Paula Jimenez,
David Hernandez Moreno.
Haimi Jun,
Jose Luis Herrera Alvarez.
Suchitra Kwailam,
Thomas Horn.
Kayla Katsikis,
Zinmin Tet.
Neil Kuverma,
Fransky Iral.
Melanie Kay,
Greg Jacks.
Tia Kolakowski,
Diego James.
Sadie Loguna,
Roman Jaworski.
Priscilla Landeros,
Miguel Jimenez Villa.
Elvia Larda,
Cole Johnson.
Monique Lee,
Noah Johnson.
Cecilia Lemus,
Liam Jones.
Joanna Lorraine Lavalle,
Patrick Keene.
Yuan Lin,
Theodore Keft.
Jian Liu,
Branson Keys Foster.
Eileen Lopez,
Jael Kim.
Luz Lopez,
Ronzel Lancaster.
Paloma Lopez Matos,
Jose Larios.
Mitzi Lopez Medina,
Raymond Lee.
Audrey Liu,
Cesar Lemas Mejia.
Gianetta Luther,
Aldo Leon.
Miranda McDonald,
Wensu Lee.
Melissa Macia Carrion,
Alex Limon.
Allison Maheron,
Christopher Lobaina Valladares.
Jessica Martin Concepcion,
Oliver Brandon Lombardo.
Giselle Martinez Suarez,
Brandon Lomelli.
Brooklyn McGriff,
Gustavo Lopez.
Tara McNeil,
Juan Lopez.
Christine Medina,
Manuel Lopez.
Stephanie Medina,
Ruckus Lopez.
Gladys Mendez Crespin,
Brian Lopez Gonzalez.
Jessica Mendoza Galloso,
Armani Love.
Araceli Mesa,
Brian Lozano.
Joanna Mishev,
Brandon Luna.
Akari Min,
Oscar Luna.
Mitzi Madeline Miramontes Rosales,
Samuel Like.
Mitzi Miranda Ramos,
Guillermo Macias.
Safa Mohammed,
Joel Makwashi.
Brianna Mojica,
Gabriel Marapao.
Ingrid Monterosa,
Jose Marin.
Alexandra Montiel Muniz,
De Manuel Mayfield.
Marisol Montoya,
Michael Medina.
Gabriela Moreno,
Homero Mendez Magana.
Jennifer Moreno,
Nicholas Metcalf.
Jasmine Moreno Gomez,
Angel Milev.
Kanoy Lehua Morris,
Carl Miller.
Giselle Moengia Zambrano,
Edwin Montezuma.
Crystal Murdo,
Horacio Montoya.
Jasmine Nava,
June Leroy Morala.
Sarai Nava,
Aquante Morris.
Alma Navarrete Guerra,
Federico Munoz.
Vanessa Nayeli Navarro Mendoza,
Cesar Murcia.
Diana Novichelke Gonzalez,
Mary Joseph Narciso.
Teresa Nguyen,
Prosper Nasua.
Gabriel Niklas,
Nathaniel Natividad.
Brianna O'Gain,
Walter Nelson.
Jacqueline Ortiz,
Jairo Nieto Guillen.
Nicole Padilla,
Brian Ochoa Arqueta.
Ileana Pasmino,
Larry Ochoa Argueta.
Marixa Peralta Pineda,
Jorge Oliva Garcia.
Casey May Perez,
James Wandamdi.
Stephanie Perez,
Christopher Ortiz Franco.
Bai Fan,
Alexander Palacio Sanchez.
Juliana Place,
Bryce Panazzo.
Atlantis Posley,
Mark Neil Pasqua.
Jacqueline Quesada,
Patrick Lloyd Payumo.
Guadalupe Quintero,
Jorge Pasmino.
Victoria Ramirez,
Trevor Pearl.
Estefania Raya,
Jose Peña.
Jacqueline Regosa Martinez,
Delan Pereira.
Shauna Registe,
Alex Perez Gonzalez.
Brandy Riley,
Daniel Perez Hinojosa.
Renisha Revels,
Jack Pham.
Nicole Ann Grace Reyes,
Luke Pham.
Arlene Reyes Martinez,
Nicholas Pinal.
Crystal Robinson,
Daniel Poblet.
Seida Rodriguez,
Carlos Pretel.
Jennifer Rondin Peraza,
Brandon Primrose.
Ashley Ronquillo,
Matthew Quinn.
Jing Wen Ray,
Cyrus Quintana.
Cynthia Ruiz,
Jason Rafaela.
Nayeli Ruiz Santiago,
Zan Raja.
Yesenia Salas,
Christopher Ramirez.
Carolina Salgado,
Oscar Ramirez Alcala.
Claudia Sanchez Lopez,
Jesus Ramos Alas.
Vanessa Sanchez Mejia,
Ruthna Sean Reddy.
Samantha Sanchez Samper,
Luis Resendiz Zea.
Melissa Santana,
Enoch Rivas Butler.
Naomi Santiago Ruiz,
Radley Reyes.
Ana Saravia Ungur,
George Rodriguez.
Vitalia Sony,
Inaki Rodriguez Morena Valle.
Mirka Soriano,
Brian Rojas.
Minerva Soriano Lopez,
Jesus Rosado Rodriguez.
Nija Taylor,
Saul Rosales Sanchez.
Amy Diane Torres,
Elvis Saavedra.
Ashley Trigo,
Jose Sainz.
Lauren Sai,
Amaresa Safinia.
Brisa Ugarte Perez,
Eduardo Salazar.
Andrea Ugarte Retolaza,
Kevin Solanga.
Magdalena Urias Peña,
Adrian Sanchez.
Jessica Vaca Cetina,
Matthew Sanchez.
Angela Valdez,
Luis Sanchez Aviles.
America Valerio Navarro,
James Santana.
Sandibel Vasquez Avila,
Angel Santos.
Adriana Victoria Priego,
Cole Seacrest.
Mayra Villa,
Richard Serrano.
Leslie Villagomez,
Jesus Serrano Martinez.
Angelica Villanueva Hernandez,
Christopher Sertich.
Samantha Villasana Artis Mendez,
Teho Shin.
Rakia Wade,
Daniel Seobal.
Shanika Wick Ramarchi,
Solomon Sue.
Caprice Williams,
Dominic Slivka.
Rose Williams,
Asayin Solomon.
Daphne Yamat,
Rudy Solorzano.
Esmeralda Yanez,
Justin Sotelo Jaramillo.
Ayehu Yemata,
Elijah Stanfield.
Megan Young,
Nicholas Stella.
Julian Creasy Umul.
Kashim Adrian Stewart.
Jordan Zoin.
James Stewart.
Jennifer Betancourt.
Okai Stinson.
Josephine Canfield.
Martin Stoyanov.
Tandriana Chua.
Andy Sitai.
Samantha DeFulvio.
Stephen Zooks.
Jasmine Dixon.
Teo Tabar.
Mariana Estrada.
Justin Tegaliquo.
Sally Garcia.
Samaje Taylor.
Malinali Garibay.
Raul Tejada Sandoval.
Janelle Alexa Gelacio.
Trini Karik Trolle.
Jennifer Gonzalez Angel.
Lake Trudeau.
Alexis Gutierrez.
Luis Ulloa.
Dominique Gutierrez.
Kim Paulo Valentin.
Annie Gutierrez Cordova.
Manuel Valle.
Haley Henry.
Brandon Vaughn.
Kaisha McNeil.
Tajay Vaughn.
Brianna Morales.
Martin Velasco.
Cowie Noea Morris.
Wilfredo Velasquez.
Jennifer Nino Herrera.
Daniel Velez Rosas.
Mary Cruz Ortiz.
Isaí Ventura.
Giselle Perez.
Jose Villegas.
Gloria Prado Avina.
Kiming Wang.
Sardari Rodan.
Abeku Washington.
Ruby Soto.
Angel Week.
China Stanton.
Charles Wilson.
Yamilet Ventura Gallegos.
Hiddleman Wong.
Emily Bernardino.
Trey Woodbury.
Dejanaya Chapman.
Kevin Zambrano.
Shen Wei Chen.
Alex Zamora.
Evangela Diaz.
Stanley Zhao.
Janae Echebarren.
Eduardo Zuniga Bernal.
Jessica Gonzalez.
Lyle Anthony Abapo.
Alexis Hazy.
Austin Erickson.
Magali Hernandez.
Reese Kreider.
Angela Faith Herrera.
Brian Murillo.
Anisha Jane.
Daniel Shihab.
Lauren Jiang.
David Taulili.
Hannah Kim.
Joe Thomas.
Gabrielle Lacanienta.
Chris Avalos.
Maya Lindsay.
Brandon Serra Yanez.
Boya Liu.
Casey Chang.
Joanne Liu.
Danny Chen.
Amelia McDonald.
Wesley Chen.
Jatsiri Martinez.
Joshua Cho.
Angel McCrary Lupson.
Min Yuk Cox.
Monique Mills.
Damantha Daswadia.
Vianney Morales.
Alan Farias.
Anita On.
Nicholas Folkerts.
Jessica Plummer.
Emmanuel Gordillo.
Kimberly Potts.
Victor Howe.
Gabriela Quiles.
Isaiah Hernandez Giddens.
Jennifer Santos.
Edward LaRue.
Rochelle Santos.
Jonathan Lay.
Alexia Spilsbury.
Brian Lang.
Leah Wen Torres.
David Emmanuel Masood.
Shania Tran.
Juan Mejia.
Cindy Villarreal.
Jeremy Mendez.
Leshy Wu.
Matthew Mendiola.
Lillian Z.
Marlon Pais Colina.
Chinyan Shu.
Dave Patel.
Carolina Ramos.
Stan Petska.
Abigail Valtieres.
Kenneth Pye. Pickett. Dalton Kwan. Christopher Ramirez. John Francis Romea. Garen Ryan. LJ Celebon. Matthew Shen. Justin Son. Carlos Suarez. Ryan Sullivan. Adrian Tapala. Anthony Armando Vasquez Hernandez. Marquis Wexham. Adam Rote.
My name is Sheila Malley, and it was my pleasure to serve as senior class president for the class of 2018. After 4 years of tests, homework, friendships, and our experiences with failures and victories, we can finally celebrate all of that hard work. Our last celebration as Clark Chargers. Will the class of 2018 please rise? You may now turn your tassels from right to left. This act symbolizes our transition from high school seniors to proud Clark High School graduates. Congratulations, class of 2018.